Welcome to another episode of the Ballinesian podcast. As always, sponsored by Levasa Island Apparel. Check them out online, www.levasaislandapparel.com. Oh, update. They will not be at the 4 days of Aloha
They won't
uh,
be.
at Vancouver, but they're going to be in the area. They might visit, but they're not. He said he's not. They're not going to be a vendor.
Yeah, they
Um,
still encourage you to go. They encourage you strongly to go and support all the other vendors that are going to be there and the festival itself.
yeah. Yeah, still a great Islander community event. 4 days of Aloha at Esther Shore Park in Vancouver, Washington. It's going to be the last week of July. Um, but yeah, they might. Live also still might go there, but they're going to be in town, so we might be able to get some
Oh yeah, good.
shirts
Yeah.
if you're in the Pacific Northwest, Portland, Vancouver. Um, yeah, definitely hit up the website or the Instagram, le_Vasa. Hit up Brother Uriah and let him know if you are trying to get in touch to get some of these shirts.
Oh
It is warm out. Is it still hot up there?
no, it's actually uh the temperatures dropped a little, and then so like people will say, well, it's still like in the 80s. Let me tell you, 10 degrees cooler is cooler. I don't care what you say because 93, 94. We got to one day it was about 105. Yeah, no, it's different. It's
Forget
I mean,
that.
when they say like it's gonna be 80, I was one of those guys. Like I see all my household was like, oh, it's gonna be cooler next week. Then I checked it as they were saying, I was like, it's only gonna be 80. And then they got to the 80. It's like, oh, it's cooler.
Yeah, it definitely you can definitely feel that difference when you're a couple of days in a row.
Yeah,
You're in the 90s, mid
definitely,
90s,
definitely.
and then you get like a 83 day. You're like,
Right.
oh man, put on a long
Especially for
sleeve
us
shirt.
who live here in the PNW, you know what I mean? Because we're so spoiled with like 70-degree weather, and that's a hot day for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like high 60s, and then we get into obviously we get into like the 20s sometimes during winter, which is different. But yeah,
What
when we're in the 70s, we're like, oh my gosh, it's kind of warm today.
what is your perfect outside temperature?
Oh man, like between like 68 and like 71. That's perfect.
Yeah, yeah. I'd go even for I'd say between 68 and 69. Right there is
I
where
mean,
that is where I want the temperature. Uh yeah, because it's definitely been heating up warmer and warmer. I've said this before, but we stay in Oregon, and when I first got here, it used to be. I mean, when I first got here, like what was it, 10 years ago? I thought it was cold ass Oregon that I heard about growing up in California. Like, oh, the
yeah.
the Northerners are up there, the Stocks. Uh, but yeah, definitely. Even when I got here 10 years ago, it's been hella warm, and now it's just getting hotter. We've had like smoke fires.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my first winter here was like 7 years ago. Here in Washington, the first winter I got here, they were like, "This is the worst snow we've seen in like 20 years." I was like, "Wow."
Oh, you brought that. Like
Oh,
I don't
God,
know.
God knows I'm here. Just trying to send me home. I was
Yeah,
like,
get out of here.
oh, right,
Uh,
so
yeah, the temperature is going up, not just in the Pacific Northwest, shit, all across the country after former President Donald Trump was at a Pennsylvania speaking event and got shot. Man, got shot at with an AR variant rifle from 150 yards away. Uh, whoa, do you remember where you were when you heard that news?
I'm not playing. I think I was on the toilet at work. And I was like, "Oh, Trump, this says something." And then I was like, "Oh, damn,
Yeah.
that fool got shot at." That's all it said. It didn't say he got hit at first. It just said there were. It didn't even say there were shots. It said there were popping noises that went off in the area, and so everybody was taking precautions. So, and then like as the day went on, the story just progressed more and more, and then you started hearing more details. And then all of a sudden, he's bleeding on camera and throwing his fist up, and like it's crazy. And like,
Hey. Oh
And
my
now
god.
he started coming out a couple days later. But look, I'm never against anybody dying, even if it's Donald Trump. You know what
You're
I mean?
never
Like,
against it?
yeah, most
No,
for the most part.
no.
For the
Well, yeah,
most part,
exactly. We're not for people, yeah,
no,
getting shot and
definitely.
killed, right?
And we don't condone people taking shots at
Yeah,
it's it's un-American, of course it is.
yeah.
At the same time, man, like the dude who shot him, imagine how it must suck for him, uh, dying, uh, from the same dude who hired you to shoot at him and miss,
No,
and you
no,
still die.
no, no. I've heard so many people talking about conspiracy theories, just be like, oh, it's fake. Oh, this is a production. Oh, this is set up. Oh, for a reality TV superstar, you think he'd know better. Oh, this angle is too clean to be a freaking
Look,
emergency evacuation.
I,
This looks super real to me.
I'm not a military dude by any means. I don't know the schematics. I don't know the planning that they go through. How much time and effort it is into putting to make sure that uh, a former president. I mean, the president of law. You know what I mean? Like, of course, the president. You're thinking, man, there's no way Secret Service has all this stuff in plan, and not just Secret Service, but even the former president, and not just the former president. I'm pretty sure he has personal bodyguards besides Secret Service to cover him, and local an event like that,
Local cops.
has yeah local law enforcement, and for the guy to be able to just kind of just like be able to get that close to take that shot or like anywhere in the area, like
Yeah.
I mean, for regular dudes like us that watch movies like Shooter and stuff like that, there's no way. There's
Yeah,
no way.
you're saying this. It was yo, yeah. People were like, "Well, who gets shots off that close and doesn't hit? He must have missed on purpose." But I'm like, I
I
mean,
don't know if
maybe
he
he
missed
was
on
just
purpose.
a bad shot.
Yeah,
Bad shot.
maybe
Well, I
he's just
mean,
a
no,
bad
that's
shot.
really close to be getting the ear.
But
That
also, like you see, like again, it's probably a conspiracy theory right at the moment, but a lot of people are pointing out to one of the shooters, um, looking like he's ready to take the shot, and then according to some experts, that I don't know if they're just social media experts, but some military dudes are saying that he looks frustrated because it looks like he's told not to take the shot, so he doesn't take the shot till later. And also, the reports that when it first came out, only one person died, which was the old man who got shot trying to cover certain people. He died, and then all of a sudden it was put out that the shooter was dead as well. And so, I mean, this it, and I'm sure the inconsistencies come from a lot of speculation and people just putting out reports and not actual reports. But none of the actual reports are probably done yet. There's probably still a lot. You know what I mean? There's a
investigations,
lot. Yeah, a
evidence.
lot
Yep.
of investigations to go through. Um, I just think the timing of it all, uh, how it took place, again, there's so much stuff that's just unanswered right now. It just seems so sketchy. You know what I mean?
I
And I'm
yeah,
not
I
I'm not
think
saying
it's
Donald
just
Trump planned it. It's somebody planned something, and it seems really sketchy the way they planned it. That's what it
yeah,
is.
yeah, definitely we're I'm very much interested to get as much information around this as possible to find out exactly how this happened because that building was only 150 yards away. That's
Right,
not in the
right.
security
That
perimeter.
that one of the government shooters should be on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. They were like, "Oh,
Like,
that's far away. We don't have to worry about it." I don't know if it was a resources thing, like you don't have enough people, but you should be able to also use the local law enforcement and security like forces. But if it was a resources thing, or if it was just somebody messed up and decided it wasn't a big deal, and for that to be the time where someone actually plans an assassination attempt and then climbs up on a roof and gets some shots is definitely
look,
something that's
man,
going to be investigated and put into a report. But no one's going
and
to
this is
believe it when it comes out because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, the government did a report about some shit they planned."
and this is the problem, like with the Republicans. And just to be clear, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm for the people.
He
I'm
said,
for the people because neither the Democrats or the Republicans are for the people at this point. But like you know what I mean? Like as soon as all of Donald Trump's followers and Republicans heard there was a rally, how many people out there did you think were out there with their guns saying, "I want to be at this rally to protect the former president"?
and then gonna do anything. I don't know if you're allowed to have guns in like a rally like that.
Oh yeah, you don't think that fool encourage people to come and post outside with their rights to have bear arms at his own rally? Come on. Uh,
I think
I
it's
don't
just
want
a
him to die.
security thing.
I don't want him to die, but I also don't think he. I also think he's an asshole.
You can't change
But
the rules just for your rally. If you say
right,
everyone should have guns,
exactly.
don't be
But also
scared.
the one thing I was really just like enough. I didn't want to see it anymore. Like as soon as it happened, I seen all these, and there was a lot of there was mixed in older. I couldn't just say it was just younger people not understanding or being naive about it, but because there was a group of older people mixed into it on all forms of social media, talking about, well, this is why I'm like, fuck all the Democrats, da 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 da, fuck Joe Biden, and then come to find out he's a Republican.
Thomas Matthew Crooks, registered Republican, 20 years old in Pennsylvania in Butler County. They like interviewed like some of his schoolmates. They said he got bullied hella. Like people picked on him a lot. And I'm like, that's I can immediately believe that.
Yeah,
He's
one of
like
them
one of
must
those
have had.
kids that wears fatigues to school, like camouflage and
Hey man, stop, man. I have friends that do that, but they
I
like the
know
attention.
no. I mean, I think it's different for fashion and then when it's
No,
like,
I know.
oh, this is
Yeah,
my lifestyle. Like if I mean, yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
it's probably gonna come out where he was denied to be in the military, any type of law
Yeah.
enforcement, because he didn't have like the mental capacity to be a part of that. Which
Oh,
doesn't
maybe
take.
he's only 20.
I mean, hey man, I've seen. Come on, man. I've seen, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
He's like not. I mean, he's not going to develop anymore. That's that's crazy. And
yeah,
definitely, we can't be the country. As I know, in election years, stuff gets ratcheted up. Everybody makes it seem like the country's going to end if the other guy wins, or democracy's on the line, and our way of living, your family, your safety,
I mean,
like all that
look,
gets pumped up in election years. But we
right.
even still, we
We
cannot
lived
be the people that freaking I don't like that guy, so I'm going to go and kill him.
right.
Ugh.
That's never. We lived through one Donald Trump presidency. We've lived
Term.
through a Biden presidency. I don't want to live through another one for either, but if but if if either one gets elected again, we're gonna get through it like we got through it the last time together. You know what I mean? Not to sound corny, but like that's how everybody got through it. I mean, just people have to band together and literally just bear with everything.
And then I feel
Which is
like that's kind of how they get you. They
yeah,
just
exactly.
slowly change things,
Oh
and then all of
man,
a
I
sudden you
mean,
look up 10 years later and you're like, oh, I did not realize that was happening. And I know that's what when Donald Trump first got elected in 2016 when he beat Hillary. I remember driving to work, and AJ was like, "Well, I mean, the news says that he's got a 33% chance when it used to be like a 5% chance or something." But on election night, I remember driving to work and be like, well, even if he does win, we're just gonna. Well, I didn't think he was gonna win. Actually, on that Tuesday night in the club, when he did win and they announced it and they were showing it on TV, I was like, damn, okay, that really happened. Not sure how, but whoever is president doesn't really affect me, right? My life's going to keep on going. I'm keep showing up to
right,
work. I'm
right,
going to keep
right,
doing
right,
this.
right.
It's not really going to affect me. That's just like business stuff, yada yada. It's not going to trickle all the way down to me, my job here on Third and Cooch
Right.
down in Portland. Uh, and then they like put a couple of conservative justices into the Supreme Court, and they took away different right. Roe v. Wade is gone. Like
That's
that
how they
affects
do it.
friggin' my girl,
Right.
women.
Family members. Yeah. Women in
But,
general that you love.
but I'm trying
Oh,
to. I'm like, am I just being marketed to, or like I don't
but
know,
see, that's the thing too. Like
freaking tough.
when I was listening to or reading all the comments about like, you know, the Democratic Party, like I was saying, all the younger Republicans, fuck the Democrats, this and that, and then the Democrats firing back, like, no, you guys caused this. It's weird because then you tell them like there's certain facts that you used to get taught about in school that they weren't the right facts, right? Like Christopher Columbus. We were taught that he came to America, discovered America, made America great. You know what I mean? We learned about Jamestown, how people landed in Jamestown, and supposedly they were there to teach people like great shit, and then Indians were like, "No, we're gonna just kill you guys because you're for all lies," because that's not what happened. Christopher Columbus came here and raped and pillaged places,
I don't think
killed
he ever
people.
set foot in America. Actually, he landed in
That
like
that
Cuba or
yeah,
the West
you
Indies.
know. And then now like we like at least we learned about that and we were able to learn the truth. Now they just don't even teach stuff like that in schools. And,
Yeah.
they just like before they taught us something they wanted us to learn it a certain way. Now they just don't want us to learn something. Like it's just
Yeah.
like, you know what we don't have to teach them. They won't learn the right way. They won't learn about it at all. So let's just cut it
Right.
out of school. That's how they get you. They start real young. They start, just feeding you the information that they want. Before they thought they were just gonna force feed us lies, and now they're just like we'll just omit everything, and no one's gonna know
Yeah.
about it. They even changed fucking math. I can't even do.
They
I mean,
updated
I couldn't
math.
do it then. I couldn't do it then, but now I really can't do math.
Yeah, definitely taking away education and information, especially about historical events, just
Yeah,
because like
yeah,
you didn't like how those events might make you look,
right.
is not the way. Because I mean, what is the quote? If you don't know or study your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Like that,
Right,
we're gonna
right.
go back to a civil rights war. We're gonna go back to freaking. Oh well, what if we just have poor people work at the Amazons and support our
Great. Yep.
so it's like modern day slavery or something like. We might not get put.
Yeah.
We might not be putting people in chains and working them in fields anymore. But there is definitely like
Hey,
this
look.
unsaid like need to continue working to support yourself, to support your family, to be able to provide things.
we-
But like sometimes some
Years from
people
now,
are working like 60 hours, 2 jobs, 3 jobs.
we're gonna hear about Donald Trump hopping the podium, running towards the shooter, di- disarming him by himself, and then becoming president and saving the country. Someone's gonna write that into history someday. But yeah, slavery, modern day slavery. I'm with you. I was with Marcus because I know Marcus. Shout out to Marcus, man. Hello, Marcus,
Yeah.
man. If you haven't followed them on the Politic Network, any of the Politic in the podcast right now, the Politicking podcast, way back Wednesday,
Pacifica movie starter kit.
Pacific Movie Starter Kit. Also, two of them co-hosted by my co-host, my favorite coach in the world. Actually, he's the host. I'm the co-host. Lance Falatone. Go follow them. Go follow them. Marcus started a new job, and he was talking about how they've moved to 4-day work
Work
week.
week.
He's
Yeah.
to a 4-day work week, which is 10 hours. I'm with it. I'm like, you know what? 3 days off? That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you really think about it, it might be more slavery. Sorry, Marcus. I'm not trying to bust your bubble because I know you're hella happy about it, but
Wait.
one, you're still working the same amount of hours,
Right.
just now they've added on to the days that you work.
Right.
Right. So, and I know his hours are set. They don't go beyond 10 hours in a day, which is great. There are some jobs that, hey man, just work 4 days, man, 10 hours. But you always end up most of the time working like 12, 11, that's how
Oh
they
hell
catch you.
no.
And then you're on your 3-day weekend and you're like, man, 3-day weekend.
I'm very tired from those 4 long days. I used to work freaking 5, 6 nights a week, and now only working 4 days for 10 hours, I feel like is definitely preferable. Like if we're gonna work the
For
full
sure.
40 hours
For sure.
anyway,
Yeah.
I'd rather
Yeah.
get it. I mean, I've talked myself into like I'd work 3 13s, 3 14s, whatever, like to have 4 days off. Like if I'm already working, I might as well work and
It's
then
just
just have
that,
like
yeah.
half the week where I'm like just working and going to sleep and waking up working and going to sleep, and then I get 4 days off for like anything.
We should just get paid higher to work 3 days in the week anyway.
There's talk about a 4 day work week for just 8 hours, and your pay
No,
staying the same.
I want a 3 day.
Okay, we're jumping from 5 to 3. So a
Or you know
four.
what? I'll take a 3.5 day work week and a 3.5 day weekend. I'll compromise.
I'll work a mini shift on Wednesday. Uh,
Right.
there's I think Bernie Sanders was
Yeah.
working on a bill, but it's a 4 day work week, but only 8 hours. So it's a 32-hour work week, but you still get paid the same as if you would have a 40. So the
I
wages
don't
will
see
go
it.
up because the
Yeah,
wages
I
will
don't
go up.
see.
It's just a wage up, right? But
Right.
the companies don't want to dip into their profits to pay
I,
the workers.
but look, I don't see how that. I mean, like the work
There's a
still gets
lot of
done.
money. There's a lot of money that profit in the profit section, and you need to use a chunk of that, a decent sized chunk, to make the workers happy, and so they have livable wages. They can afford life and not
That's what I
be
mean,
super stressed. But
bro. I
that's the
don't.
thing. I don't see businesses giving up chunks just to
That's what.
keep
Yeah,
things
I
going.
like. I again. Me and Lance aren't business majors. We don't own businesses. We're not business gurus, but still, like, I think it'd be common sense. Like, man, that would still work. That would probably up the productivity of your work crew.
Mm-hmm.
More work would be done, and the work would be more efficient. If you're putting out a product, it'll probably be a better product all the way around, and you'll probably gain your profit. You'll probably even double what you're making now. But again, I'm not.
Or at
Anyway,
least
oh my god,
so you could sustain some of the profit level while in significantly increasing the floor of like how well the people that make your company run, how well their lives are, how well their family lives are, their
right,
like general
right.
happiness. So I'm like, yo, give people raises because you know you can afford it. But I know there are the small businesses that are like trying to, living month
No,
to
yeah,
month, getting on the
yeah.
bills. They probably can't give a big ass 20% increase to, the three people that work for them or
Shit.
whatever. But
Amen.
definitely those big ass companies that are raking in billions with a B in profits, you
Right.
can split some of that back to the workers so
Yeah.
that they aren't dying
And
or
a lot
on
of these
freaking food stamps while working full time.
and a lot of these small businesses, like to my understanding, is of course the business owner. That's how they make their real living. Like that's they're gonna make money off of that. Of course, it's just a small business, but the people that get hired to work like these small mom and pop shops or like the online, like you're working for an online company making like not what they're making, but because people who work those jobs, that's not their long term goal. So they're
Yeah.
not going to get paid. Like yeah.
I'm not
But
staying here
again,
20 years for like
right,
incremental
right, at a small
raises.
business, yeah, right, right. So I mean, it'll work, man. And there's one company right now that's helping out the people in America. Maybe not in that way we're talking about, but EA Sports today, after after so many years,
Doing their
after
part.
so many years, has answered the call from their people, from the public, from us, and they have now given us NCAA football 2025. It
I'm with it.
officially, not officially, actually, this is the early release. So if you pre-ordered the game or decided to order it today, I guess. No, I think the cutoff was pre-order was before today. So if you pre-ordered it by today, your copy has released already, and whoever's playing it right now, fuck you. But uh,
That's what I was
um,
also thinking.
man, yeah,
I'm so jealous.
yeah, we'll keep you the good guy on the show, and you don't say stuff like that to you. I'll be that guy. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. Uh, yeah, man. Hey, I'm so sad that Shador said no. I'm not. Fuck Shador Sanders too because he got to play that damn game early
I
with
wonder. I wonder how many of the people in the game got it early, got free copies, got it
I
early. You
think
said
I
LeBron
th-
also got an early copy.
LeBron was playing with one of his homies, and they called Kai Sinnett to to like they were showing him how they were playing the game early. Uh, there's a ton of people like got to play the game early, but of course the most notable right now, Shador Sanders and I almost said Travis Scott, Travis Hunter, LeBron James and his homie were at his place. They were playing. I'm pretty sure there's other, but I think when I read uh about the kids who signed on to be in the game. Of course, I think they're getting how much are they getting? I think it's $700 and a free copy. I don't know if they're getting it early, but I know they're getting a copy. So that's pretty dope.
And
Uh,
you said it's only on next gen consoles, not Xbox
yeah.
One or PS4.
So if sorry Xbox One guys, I'm with you guys. I'm currently in the search for a Xbox X or S. So if anybody wants to run me a deal, let me know. But I'm going to buy one by next week. But no, yes, if you own, I think it's the cutoff is PS4 and Xbox One. They didn't develop the game for those consoles,
Mm.
so understandable because the engine to the game probably isn't the same as anything that's running. I imagine. Oh my gosh! See, look at that. I don't think. Oh my gosh! You know what?
If you're
Forget my bills. I'm buying an Xbox X after this. Damn it, Lens.
if you're seeing this on YouTube, we're playing some of the footage. Oh my gosh. I see option pitches, freaking running backs hopping over
Bro,
people, fast wide receivers, burning
right,
future insurance agents. Like it's all
man,
here, guys.
bro. Let me tell you, like, and now that's what we were talking about before. Like the most notable thing, like gameplay wise, is the option in for colleges because colleges run options. There's no respectable NFL team that runs a option offense,
Option
but
based offense.
right, or even a wing T, which you'll be able also to play in NCAA. Also, are the uniform combinations. Like Oregon alone, I think they said something like 100 something uniform combinations that you could do. So that's like it's great.
Whoa.
It's Oregon though.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you know what I mean,
But to
it's
be able to
Oregon.
pick
So
through those and
man, yeah,
so many
and
good
people
ones.
are right. People are probably listening to me. Like how many colors? Well, when I mean combinations, it's like you can literally also, of course, the uniforms. Like you can mismatch the tops and the bottoms, but also the gloves, the socks on it. All the stuff you can do. The
Nice.
helmets. I know that they went back. I don't know if they have it in the game, but Oregon also has the throwback old helmets this year for actual football play. So I'm pretty sure they put that into NCAA. I've seen Notre Dame. They don't. I haven't seen it before, but the ND on their shoulder now, right here, is I think it's gold in the game. So that might be something that you
Mm,
look forward to in the real season, like in play. Like I think Notre Dame has new uniforms. They might have a gold emblem on their shoulder now. So things like that. It's crazy. I mean, also the Road to Glory. Everybody loved playing that because you could start off as a player who's coming out of high school, and you could get signed to like whatever college, like depending on how you did in the
mhm.
beginning of that part of the game, you got like multiple like actually playing college football, getting into so you get to have your signing day,
Yeah.
or maybe you don't, maybe you go a small school route and you go to like the
Hey,
University of
Juco,
Albany, right, or
you want to El
JUCO,
Camino?
yeah. And then you go to like some small school, and in your dynasty you could bring them up, and all of a sudden like the University of Hoboken is like the NCAA champions, in the game. So
Nice, nice.
yeah, the gameplay is different. It's been so many years. I think NCAA football 14 was the last one that they had.
Yeah.
Um, man, so again, like you said, all the memes coming out, you're gonna have grown folks, just like people are 40-year-old people are gonna be out of work for a couple of days. Sorry,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you guys are a little less productive. If you guys are going somewhere, you need something done, and they're short staffed. You can blame NCAA 2025 because
yeah.
I'm sure there's people missing work tomorrow because they're gonna be playing it all night. Uh, for all you 12-year-olds who are online tonight, I'm sorry if a 40 to 50-year-old makes you cry because he runs up the score on you. Or you 40, 50-year-old man, I'm sorry if the 12-year-old runs up the
Yo,
score on you.
if you haven't at least been playing Madden to keep up, you're about to get waxed. These kids
Right?
these days,
Oh,
man,
man.
pick up this. I'm trying to let. I'm actually trying to let Nora. She's 2.5. I'm trying to. I give her an Xbox controller now. was like, play this musical game. Get familiar with this setup. Come on, controller.
Hey man, yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, start me on. Are you taking the Fighting Irish to the national championship, the college football playoff? Or are you
Man, you
gonna
know
go
what?
small school?
I'll always do like at least that'll be like my main season. Like I'll play that
Hawaii?
like I'll do so that's what I normally what I do. You know, I did go to UH, so I'll do a Notre Dame, which is my favorite college football team of all time, and then I'll do a Hawaii. And then like when I get bored, then I'll go look for like uniform combinations. Like, oh, they have nice
Who's
uniforms.
who's got the
let,
nicest day to
let me
day
do it. Let
uniform?
me do a
That
dynasty
I
with them and see what that looked like. And then of course, like you know, I know it sounds weird to a lot of people, but you know, USC has also been one of my favorite teams. Notre Dame, USC. If you always have ties to like California, yeah, USC, UCLA, teams like that. But USC, of course, Junior Seau, watching Junior Seau get drafted, watching Reggie Bush run past everybody, you know, stuff like that. Watching the trophy get taken away from them in the championship. Uh, hopefully they get it back. If you can give back Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy, USC deserves their championship trophy. So let's hope they can
Wait,
get
they
that.
lost the championship?
They had to vacate that championship once.
Oh, because of Reggie
Yeah,
Bush?
yeah. Well,
Scholarships or something?
of course it's Reggie Bush because he's the most notable player that received money. But like, I'm sure Matt Reinhardt got money. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
everybody got
Uh,
money.
right. You
Bring
know what
that
I
title
mean?
back. Bring that
Right.
BCLs back.
Man, they're
Uh,
letting kids. They're not even testing for weed in college no more. Come on,
why would they
man.
need a test for weed? It's not like a. It's not an enhancer. Just get really
Right.
focused.
If
But
anything, it
your
makes you
feet
slower.
don't move.
Yeah. So if you've ever watched the game and it looks like one of these kids, like their controller batteries died out in the game, he probably smoked something before the game.
He's like,
But
oh,
yeah, but
whoa.
the dude that's running past everybody in the game, that's probably the guy you want to drug test.
That's that. Yeah, man. NCAA. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm hoping to buy it soon. Oh yeah, if you want to start like a dynasty league or something, we should do like a Ballinesian college football league. But I was also thinking
Man,
about everyone doing if you can control your own player, then we put a bunch of player only
and see
users
how
in
far.
and see who gets the Heisman or like
Shit,
what.
I'm down. I am
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
am.
We'll plan that for like
This is the
next
first
week
time
or
you'll
two.
ever see the left tackle get the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah. um. Also, yeah, if you're listening to this and you're playing EA Sports College Football 25 and you want to jump into any of these leagues, or if you want to get these hands,
Nah.
hit us up. Hit us up. Hit us up.
And if
Uh,
you guys are wondering, USC is who Lance will be taking to the national
I
championship.
was
USC actually, Lance will be signing with the University of USC come next week. Come next week when he buys the game.
uh we started a league with some of these guys in the Madden League, and a bunch of them are Oregon fans, Pac-12 guys. So Washington State, Oregon flew off the board, and I was like, well, I'll just do USC, right? And then we'll just keep the rivalry alive now that Oregon and USC are in the Big Ten. But then I was thinking Hawaii, bro. Like I was thinking,
I'm telling you,
uh,
man. You get to have rainbows on your uniforms? Come on.
you make people travel hella far.
Right. Your Timmy
You get a
Chang's your
vacation to the
coach?
mainland.
Man. Man, you
Dude
know what?
Jones. Oh
If I
man.
man, when I start playing this, I'm telling you, you're gonna see a lot of videos on YouTube or TikTok me eating Korean fried chicken while I'm playing this game, acting like I'm going to class at UH at the same time playing this game. Be prepared, man. Be
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. And yeah, it's been so long that a lot of people this week might be busy playing
Oh man, hey,
that game.
and for you guys over here acting like you know it, don't let Lance play you. Lance is an avid Madden player,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
you might be joking over here, and you guys are like, "No, we're gonna smash like, we're gonna kill
Okay,
Lance on this game." Lance plays Madden. Lance plays in leagues. You know what I mean? Lance me,
just
I
fun
put the
leagues.
game on Madden, and then I make the time go up to like 12 minutes a game, and then I beat the Chargers 63-21 every day. So that's the kind of Madden player I am. So
I'm a boring Madden player. I like to run. I'll pass if I need to. I'll make sure the score is out of hand.
oh,
Keep it
perfect. That
away.
sounds
But
just like the Chargers this year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, but there's the times in the game where I know I'm playing somebody that's like not playing football, they're playing video games, right? And they know the bombs, they know the like
Streak.
they know the video game part. They know that this defender doesn't cover that far out of his zone, so they'll throw a certain cross, PA crossers, four vertical, stuff like that.
Right.
And that's to me, yeah, that's part of the game, right? But it's more the video game part of it than the football part of it. And I just want to like do a football simulation. I want to do USC versus Notre Dame. Let's see which team. But like, if
Hey,
Notre Dame is
hey,
like
stop it.
playing
Stop
five
it.
wide all of a sudden and just doing,
Look, these assholes on Bleacher Report, as soon as the game came out a couple hours ago for them, they ran a fucking simulation between USC and Notre Dame. And at halftime, USC was up 21-7.
oh, well, I mean, yeah, very accurate game.
No, that did not happen last year. That was not the case last
It's
year.
a new year. It's a new
And it won't be
year.
the case this season. Uh, damn it. But yeah, I mean, look, we're hyped about the game.
Sure.
NCAA tournament. It's been so long since the game came out. So I know a lot of people are hyped, and then there's all these other people talking about, well, video games are for little kids. I'm sorry, like
Excuse
I
me.
didn't know that they put cap on stuff like that or like on happiness.
Video games are
Sorry,
for people that can afford them. They've gone up a bit though.
right?
They're like $70 for games now. Hey,
Yeah,
chill out.
I mean, they got the regular game is $69 with taxes like
Right.
70 something,
If you want the
and then they
deluxe
have
edition,
the deluxe
the
edition, which is like
legendary
now
edition,
it's like 80 something. Legendary is 105. I don't know what that entails because I didn't read it, but
you get some VC, you get some
hey,
credits.
like stuff that you're gonna buy later anyway. But fine, okay. NCAA wants to take your money
Hey,
right away.
cash cow, money machine, money
Yeah,
printing is what they're going to be
that's
doing.
true. Look,
And they're
this
getting
is
some
just
of my money too.
yeah. Oh, they're definitely getting man. Xbox is winning this month because I'm buying a whole new console and the game, and then in a few months I'll be able to buy GTA. What is it?
Six?
So GTA 6 coming out.
Wow.
So like video games are winning.
Damn.
Look,
Yeah.
man, and if you're a girl listening to this and like, boys play video games, would
Girls
you
play
rather
video
us play
games.
video games, uh, or us go out and play with other women? Up to you.
What? That's the thing keeping you at home, the video games.
That's the option.
And
That's
if I
how
go
that
outside, I'm gonna fuck someone. So you
is.
better hope I
Take
keep
your
playing.
pick
Whoa,
and let me
no,
buy this damn
a
Xbox.
false equivalency. NCAA 25. Keep us at home. I'm down. Yeah, hell yeah. Man, before we do shout outs, someone else that was talking shit apparently is the Chargers social media team when they dropped the schedule release. I think it was
Regular.
they do a Twitter thing. They do a Twitter post where they do the opponents and then they do
Yeah.
like a Pop Tart box. What Pop Tart box
Was,
they are.
was it wasn't it for the was it for the schedule? Because remember last year they did anime for the
Yeah,
release
yeah.
of the schedule.
So the schedule released video, I forget. It was anime, and then I forget what it was this year, but it was The Sims. They did The
Ah,
Sims.
yeah,
But they also do a Twitter post thread. They do a Twitter
yeah.
thread where they're like all our opponents as Pop Tart boxes, right? And they'll be like the Bengals, orange creamsicles, the 49ers, cherry confetti.
Just rip off
But
the band-aid.
but they but they also make up their own ones, right? So for the Raiders, they had a picture of Davante Adams in a black Raider jersey, and it was like the gray helmet, white lettering, whatever, and then a box of garbage flavored Pop Tarts, right? And it was black and white, gray, just bleh. Davante Adams saw that Chargers social media team. He was not happy. He was very much not happy. He seemed irritated, annoyed, kind of pissed off. And he mentioned, he's like, I don't know who put that stupid picture up there, put my picture up next to that stupid Pop-Tart picture, but do they not know who I am? I mean, I think I averaged like 150 yards against these guys. But okay, that's what they want to do, then fine. So there's hype for in week 1, the Raiders play the Chargers in LA. What do you think about what Davante Adams said? And do you think he's going to get 150 receiving yards versus the Chargers in week 1?
Please let us know. Let us know. I already told Lance. I think it'll be the first 1,000-yard receiving game ever in the NFL. But realistically, I think he's going to get like about 120 yards. And again, you're going to have to think about the quarterback play because, I mean, Aiden O'Connell was a quarterback last year for them. So, I mean, it's not like they have a super drastic like quarterback change. If it's not if it's not Garoppolo there, because Aiden O'Connell did play with Davante, but it also might be Minshew. Also, though, he's not a horrible quarterback. He's not the greatest. I understand that. And the Raiders quarterback room right now isn't they're probably not even top 20 in the league right now with those two guys there and whoever's going to be the third quarterback if they carry a third quarterback. But two, I think, very capable quarterbacks of getting Davante Adams the ball. So I think he does get about 120 yards. I think the first meeting last season with the Chargers, I want to say it was like 140 yards at the touchdown. And then the second one was like, I think it was 149 or something like that with two touchdowns. Either way, he torched him. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, like, I think this season he torched him again just because he's Davante Adams. You know what I mean? And I mean,
so not 150 like he said, but he's still going to do work. He's still going to get a bunch of catches. You say
right,
over
right.
100, probably some
Over 100,
scores.
120 yards and
he's the offense. I mean, I know. Well, actually, you guys got Brock Bowers last year. You guys got that other tight end,
Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer
from
Notre Dame.
The Notre Dame, who that's two of the best 2 years in a row. The best tight end coming out of college came to the Raiders, and now they have Luke Getsy there, who's known for running 12 personnel, which is 2 tight ends. So it's going to be fun. We also saw Brock Bowers shoot out to like the slot last year in college where he did great. He's got the speed for it. The route running as well. He's played H-back. They've had him in the back at fullback and tailback at times, coming out of there and receiving. So there's going to be a lot of things they can do with those guys. So, yeah, that's lots other weapons. But Davante Adams is the number one receiver there. He'd probably be the number one receiver to any team that he was on at the moment. I know there's a lot of great receivers still out there. Like, I still think if he was on Minnesota with Justin Jefferson, if he was out in San Francisco, he'd take over the number one spot for Debo.
Okay.
I think he's the number one wide receiver, no matter where he goes. So, yeah. No, you know what? And it's not even because he's a Raider. You could have literally just posted the garbage thing against anybody else on the Raiders. You know what I mean?
I'll pick a different person.
Right. You could have made fun, but you picked the one dude who's probably like the best in the league at his position. You picked the dude who did average 150 yards against you guys, and at least
you wrote garbage next to his name.
And then, if you wanted to like light a fire, you could have just like did a small one, but you kind of just poured gasoline on whatever that was going, and now it's, guys like that don't need much to get motivated to have a good game, but
to put that bulletin board material up was definitely I mean, the whole point of that post is to troll. right?
Right.
To made up Pop Tart
Hey,
names, but I mean,
he did his
now
job.
it's about to come due, right? Yeah, you got it. You did so well,
It
actually.
worked.
You
Yeah,
did
that he
so well
noticed.
on this post that he noticed it and then made a comment about how bothered he was by it. But one of the greatest receivers that we in our lifetimes, we're gonna find out exactly what he has in week one.
Week one,
Um,
right?
oh,
We
okay.
will.
So if not 150 yards, and we know it's the quarterback, that's going to be an issue. Well, maybe not an issue, but
Not
we
an issue, but yeah,
want the quarterback play to be better because that raises the floor and the ceiling to Davante's possibilities.
right, right.
Um, but yeah, he's actually probably gonna be the one that makes things a lot better for the quarterback. Just being able to throw it in his direction instead of
Right,
having to
right.
pinpoint it back shoulder, over the top, whatever. And him to still come down with the ball is going to make either O'Connell or Minshew stats look better than they would without him.
Right. He's a go-get-it receiver. He's not one of
Yeah.
those guys. He's one of those go-get-it guys.
I feel like he's always
Uh,
open. Like he breaks people off the line and then he's
oh,
like 2 steps in the other direction before the guy can start
that's
running.
what
That's the
separates him.
easiest. Hit him on those. Turn him into that Michael Thomas.
Right.
Funnel everything to him. Feed him so quick off the line. Such good like
That's what
juke
he.
moves.
He's
Get him
not
the
the
ball quick.
fastest guy on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's not. What he does is run routes amazing.
Yeah.
Like you see him run a route, and I'm definitely sure all coaches are just like, why can't every receiver run that route?
Why can't
Like
they
he
do it like
runs it.
this?
Right. Like, God damn it. And look, you won't be able to pinpoint him again because we just talked about the two tight ends. They have Jacoby Myers. Um, they have a little fast little dude in the slot too, who they drafted last year. Obviously, he's new and he's still developing because I can't remember his name right now. But they've got guys. They've got guys. If there's anything, again, if there had to be an issue that would not make it come true for him getting more than 150 yards, it'll be the mystery in the backfield, both the quarterback and the running back game. Because whoever's starting back there, besides anyone named not Aiden O'Connell, is going to be brand new guy. You know, so and it's a new system. So yeah,
Last one for Davante. 1,200 receiving yards over 17 games comes out to just under 71 yards per game.
okay.
1,200 receiving yards for Davante Adams in 2024.
I think so. I think so. I think he might average. I think he can get to 15. Uh,
Oh,
because
damn.
I think the team's a little more stable now, and I think like that goes into someone's season. How well they do is how much more stable they're going to be with
Yeah.
the new coaching staff in. A new coach who seems to be gelling with the team. I think the same thing goes for like the Chargers who get a new coach in there, and it seems like the guys are responding well to Harbaugh. So I expect a lot of good things like from those guys as well individually. As a team, of course, you know what I mean. But like individually, I think people are really worried about Herbert not getting a lot of chances to throw next year, but I think he's going to be a lot more comfortable. I think he's going to like his job, like his coaches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a much better player, even if he doesn't throw like 70 passes a game, which is he'll probably be even happier with because now the longevity to his career is probably
Yeah.
being
Yep.
saved. You know, so a more balanced team. I think a lot of guys like they'd rather have a more balanced team around him. You know, where they don't have to just do everything because we also saw Herbert run the ball multiple times last year, even if they were on like design runs. So yeah,
If you were a quarterback and you could only choose one like section of the offense to be good, would it be the running backs, the receivers, or the O line?
the O line,
Yeah, I feel like
yeah, his
that's a good one.
like,
But
if the
his
O
O
line's
line's
playing
gotten better, but his
right,
receivers and his running backs, he's now
they're new,
supposed to elevate them because
right,
they're
right,
not,
right,
they're not coming off.
yeah.
They're not like the
They're,
Davante Adams or
it's
the
not
Justin
Keenan Allen
Jeffersons.
because Keenan Allen would be the second
Oh man,
best route runner to Davante Adams. Like both guys, they're bigger
Routes.
receiver or
Yeah.
taller receivers, but route running, they did their job, man. They knew how to run those routes and run them so crisp. No wasted motion, real fluid going in and out of their breaks. Man, look at that. Sounding like real guys who watch football. But yeah, like he's really gonna have to just he's gonna have to do a lot more in the way of guiding these guys because a lot of them are going to be new to the team. Some of them are going to be thrusted into like a number one or number two role. Quentin Johnson, you know, he doesn't have a choice now. Just sit back and learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's gonna have to.
Quinn,
He's gonna have to go. It's go time for him.
it might be
It's go.
go time. It might be go away time. There's already
Oh, yeah.
no. I know,
Man,
and
you've
I
only
don't think
seen him for like a
I know,
season.
I
Come
know, I
on,
know. He
man.
needs at least 2 more years for that decision to be made. But I just some of the reports from like trusted Chargers reporters are like, I was looking for something good, but I can't find it. So
I
I
don't
don't.
know, man.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll
No,
get
I
to
get it.
Winston Johnson.
That's
Will
their
be
job too.
okay. Hopefully
Especially if
they.
they're like if they're trusted like reporters, you're gonna want to listen to it. But I also think that they have also had their mind made up once he didn't like produce the way they thought he was going to produce his rookie year. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of these reporters have their favorites as well, So
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not a Chargers fan, so I'm like I do hope the kid does well because I always hate to see guys who get drafted so high and then like later become a star or not even a star who later become productive not by the team that was drafted them just because they weren't given that chance. Like they had such
Mm,
high expectations, and then when they didn't get like, I mean, again, 1,500 yards that rookie season, or like, 12 touchdowns, people were just kind of like, oh no, bust. And then, so I do hope that his season turns out to be the season that Charger fans are like, oh, he made a good pick, for his sake, not for the Chargers. Screw the Chargers, but Mrs. I hope my guy develops into a receiver. A steady receiver. I mean, he don't have to be a superstar.
uh,
Uh,
38 catches, 431 yards. His rookie
I
season.
mean, for a rookie season, that shouldn't be too bad.
It
That should
shouldn't be, but he's like basically started for 15 games, so he caught one and a half,
no,
or
but
he caught two
no.
and a half
I
passes
mean,
a
of
game.
course, you wanted to. Of course, you when you go in, you're like, I'm a rookie. A lot of guys are good. No, I'm sorry, but he didn't have a chance. Like every wide receiver in San Diego, it's like they had some kind of disease in San Diego that shot down every wide receiver that played in San Diego that season. You know, so I mean, uh, yeah. So hopefully it doesn't happen to Quentin Johnston.
I mean, we'll find out when training camp starts. We'll get a real look, the latest updates, so
Yeah.
that we know exactly how the player is doing and try to get a glimpse on what the team or the coaching staff wants to happen. But we'll
If he
see.
does
That
have,
training camp starts in a couple weeks. Uh, Shout outs before we wrap. Shout outs to everybody listening. Also, Livasa Island Apparel, who again
it's a
will
good shout out.
not be one of the vendors at 4 Days of Aloha, but definitely tap in with them on the Instagram and hit them up and see what you want to cop. Any shout outs this week?
Yeah, man. Shout out again to Rob Dillingham and Kayshawn Nix, two young Polynesian basketball players playing in the NBA who are starting in the backcourt for the Minnesota Timberwolves this summer and playing very, very well. Daishan Nix, he out of high school, he went straight over to the G League and played for the overtime elite team, or is that the team? The G League? But he played for the elite team in the G League. He's had stints in the NBA right now, so he's part time one. And he gets to play in the backcourt right now in the summer league with Rob Dillingham, who is also part time one, and they've been doing pretty well for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So if you have a chance, um, try to find out what they're playing on. If not, go on YouTube. You can see them. They have the highlights to most of the. Actually, have the highlights to all the summer league games. out on YouTube, and you can see these two young Pacifica Polynesian basketball players just showing out in the summer league. So yeah, we'll do that. Shout out to Jesse and Victoria Korea, who will be having
Hey,
their, I want to say it's their fourth annual
Polyfest.
Polyfest. Oh my god, Polyfest this week Saturday in the Kent Memorial Stadium. Renton Memorial Stadium out here in Washington.
Nice.
Uh,
You
the
gonna be there?
lineup, I will be there. I know Noah was trying to talk to you to see if you and Nora and Sammy were making your way down for the day, because I know him and Winona will be out here for the festival. So it'd be cool if all of you guys do make it. It'd be great to hang out with you guys. I know me and Junior will be there. Junior Lubu will
Hey,
be at the festival. Again, if you're listening to this and you're from where I work at, I do have a valid excuse for not being at work on Saturday. It's not just the festival.
the festival is a valid excuse. It's a big
It was.
event. I got
It's
photos.
approved. Damn it! It's approved.
Hell yeah.
But the lineup is cool. Cutthroat Mode, Young Go, Young LB.
Oh, nice.
A lot of local performers here from artists from Washington will be here. There'll be dance groups. There's more than one DJ. So DJ Loose Screws, aka Jesse. Jesse will have a chance to kind of enjoy the festival too. Usually he's the main DJ doing all this stuff, but now he can be just like the promoter and enjoy some of it too, or more of it, because I know he enjoys just doing it himself. So that's cool. The food vendors again will be there a ton. I know one of my favorites again is Otai Kingdom. My gosh. We had some last year. The Atlanta had some last year. It was really good. Man, poke nachos. You can get some poke nachos. They got tons of stuff. Clothing vendors, and then just a lot of people there too, like informational vendors about community based programs. They'll be there too. So yeah, if you have nothing to do, come out Saturday to Polyfest out here at Renton Memorial Stadium. Tickets right now run from $20 to $30, depending on your age group. So yeah, get in there, get your ticket, come have fun. Again, they promote just all togetherness, love, happiness out there. So if you're coming out there with the idea of, getting into some trouble, please don't.
Who
Come,
pays to go fight people?
amen. Come out, enjoy the festival, man. Enjoy your people, because, again,
Yeah.
there's a lot of us out here, but no, there's not too many of us out here. And we go in both of those boxes. So come out and have fun, man. Come have fun. Because if you see me, Noah, Junior, there's significant others who will be with us. If Lance is there, uh, Nora and Sammy, come say hi to us. Come hang out with us. We'd love to just hang out with you guys. Come drink some Otai with us. Eat some poke nachos with us, so we can listen to Cutthroat and I'm excited. Young Go, he's pretty like his music is pretty big out in the policy. You know what I mean? So
Shout out Young
uh,
Go.
yeah, that's pretty dope to pay $30, come to watch him, and then a whole bunch of other people at the
Yep.
same time. That's so cool. You know what I mean?
The list is always good.
Yeah.
Loose Screws knows everybody. He's really connected. So
Yeah.
the roster never disappoints at the Polyfest. So definitely tap in, check them out online, get tickets, get a picture taken by Forrest this Saturday. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Definitely come through. Shout out to Angel Reese, whose double streak, historic double streak record was snapped. Shameless, this girl.
Man, you know what? I don't even think they should give it to her. You
Hey,
can't
it
get a
counts.
record.
It
No, it
counts.
doesn't. If 7 of those rebounds are your own misses,
Those are rebounds. Those are rebounds. Hey,
man.
she got the all-time record as a rookie of doubles in a row. But that's gone. Also shout out to Nina Sosafina, Nick J, for the Sanctuary hitting
Yep.
their 1 year anniversary last week.
Fire, man.
I haven't. I mean, we're up here in the Pacific Northwest, but I've heard so many stories. I've seen so many clips of people down there, and the vibes and the positivity are definitely something that people can use as an example.
For sure.
So we
One of our
definitely want
brothers went
to
off.
encourage them and like stand them up because they're doing this. They made this from scratch by themselves, and now it's a recurring event that everyone loves. So definitely shout out to them. What
Right.
are
They
you gonna say?
even let Marcus come in there and ruin it. But
No, Marcus. Oh no, that's messed up. Hey,
nah,
yo,
Marcus went
Marcus.
out there. Man, he rocked it, man. Because I talked to some of my people were in attendance when Marcus was there. Uh, they know that I know Marcus, and that we kind of like he's been on the show, we've been on his show, so they know that Marcus is a really cool dude, and they had nothing but great shit to say about when Marcus performed. So that's great. I know Marcus made it out to more than one. I don't know if he's performed more than once, but my people were at the one that performed at. That's great. We need to get him out to more. We need to see him perform more.
Yeah,
Come
for real.
on, Marcus.
Well, and
Marcus.
if you want to see some of the politicking boys perform, Sepha M has a
Hey,
show in Anchorage. What is it, Anchorage? I'm sorry, it's in Alaska.
it's in Alaska.
You can check out his page. He's got it posted up. But yeah, he's going to be performing in Alaska. So definitely, if you're up there, uh, this is an opportunity to see one of the
Man,
realists in person on stage hitting you with the song. So definitely
I
check
don't know if
that.
you guys heard his new stuff he just dropped, but I was able to get an early copy of what he dropped, and it just never disappoints, man. Anytime you get music put out by Cepha, it's crazy. And if we ever get the opportunity to see Cepha and Marcus perform at the same time, that'd be great, man. Let us know if we should get Marcus and Cepha on one of these shows, and we just all get on so we can have like a online concert on the Poly ticket or here on the home.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Let us know if you want to see that so we can get it popping. We can get it started. You
the
know what I
Tiny
mean?
Desk concert
Hell yeah.
kind of
Yeah, man.
Zoom. Nice.
Yeah, because I play the spoons really well, so I can play the spoons while they rap.
I have a Zoom
Marcus,
account.
yeah, see, no, Lance rap too, so he's very musical. So
I will
I
be
could
the
play
technical production.
Lance, yeah, because it's hot out here for a pimp. Lance knows it. Uh,
Fucker. Thank you everybody for listening. We appreciate you guys tapping in this week. Go out there, do something great. Be
hell
you,
yeah.
be safe, help people, be a light, be positive. We got this. We got this. Definitely shout out to Coach Forrest for being on. Shout out to Davante Adams for talking that shit. No shout outs to this freaking attempted assassination guy.
No,
Uh,
yeah.
the NCAA football is back. We'll
Yeah,
see you
again,
guys in a minute. We'll see
me
you
and Lance,
guys.
yeah, in a few days. But right now, me and Lance share the same sentiment. And fuck you guys, man.
We're so jealous. Uh, yeah. Stay hydrated. Stay blessed. Stay balling. Love and light. Peace out.